This time I'd like to call to order the September 22nd, 2025 Jackson County Commission meeting. I'd like to say thanks for everyone being here. We have a busy agenda tonight. We have a number of items to discuss in the business portion of the meeting and several items to discuss in the work session. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Hamrick, our county administrator, please call the roll to establish a quorum.
Commissioner Gully. Present. Commissioner Kitteber.
Present.
Commissioner Buckner.
Present.
Commissioner Rickland.
Present. We do have a quorum. If everyone will please stand. Mr. Ford, our county attorney, to act our invitation and to Mr. Kennedy to please lead our pledge of allegiance.
Right. God, our Father in heaven, we look around us every day and see the beauty that you provide for us in this county, the rivers and the mountains, the trees and all that encompass the beauty that we see around us. We're also thankful for the people of the county that make up this county and those that serve us on a public way in all different manners to take care of us, to keep us safe, to keep us healthy. God, we're thankful for those people and for those families. We're also thankful for the rights that we have as citizens of this country. We're thankful for the right to engage in civil discourse and discuss our problems and our issues and our joys. And we're also understand that that is not a given for us, and that it costs us on a daily basis to give of ourselves and give of others, so that we may continue to have these same privileges. So God, we pray for those that engage in civil discourse, and we pray that we'll always be able to have this discussion without harm and without violence. So God, we pray you'll watch over us and guide us. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. Salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The fact that you have the agenda for tonight's meeting, there's one item that we need to add to the agenda. It will be listed under work session item 7B1, and that is discussion of a contract with Laurel Engineering for construction material testing services for the Liberty Lane building, that will be parking lot that will be in a county courthouse. Give you a minute to review the agenda. We'll have a motion to approve the agenda for the meeting of September 22nd, 2025.
Make the motion.
We have a motion, have a second.
Second.
A second, any questions, discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. I don't think we have any awards or presentations tonight. Public comments. Mr. Talley, you have requested public comment, but I need to inform you that you will not be able to speak tonight. The matter that you wish to speak about is now under litigation that you have filed a request in the Circuit Court of Jackson County.
Yes,
and so that will have to be taken up in the Circuit Court session.
I just like to request an executive session. This is the public meeting, and I have public comment.
I'm allowed to do that, so.
I'm only requesting to speak. I'm not asking for either to apply. So the litigation was filed because of a temporary restraining order. It has nothing to do with the lawsuit or anything else regarding the county at this point.
But at this point, I'm gonna ask you that we need no more discourse regarding this because we're gonna be involved in litigation as well. So,
But I requested a meeting 14 days.
sir, at this point,
Office 10 days.
discussion is over on this matter. Thank you. You're being disrupted.
Public comment, speaking.
No, sir.
Okay, so I like to speak then.
Would like to what?
And am I being denied the right to speak?
You're being denied the right to speak because you have filed a motion in the circuit court that brings this issue to a matter of litigation. And we are not allowed to comment, and we're not allowed to hear your comment.
Good.
With
So,
all due respect, sir, you're being disrupted. Thank you. So with that, we will move into the new business portion of the meeting. First item is minutes of our August 25th, 2025 meeting and work session. I'll give you a few minutes to take a look at that. With that, do I have a motion to adopt the minutes for the August 25th, 2025 meeting and work session? Have a motion, have a second.
Second.
Have a second. Second, question or discussion. If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next item, we have discussed in our previous work session is a motion to approve and sign a resolution agreement to participate in the Alabama Interlocal Mutual Aid Agreement, for EMA. We did cover this in our last meeting. I will just point out a couple of points in the resolution. It is a resolution agreement to participate in the interlocal mutual aid agreements. And it by code, it also authorizes to expand the scope wherein local emergency management organizations may provide reciprocal aid and assistance to other public or private agencies in the state of Alabama pursuant to a mutual aid agreement. And therefore, it's resolved by the Jackson County Commission that the director of the Jackson County Emergency Management Agency is hereby granted authority to enter this and future mutual aid agreements as needed to support prevention, protection, mitigation, response, and recovery of planned and unplanned events, emergencies, and/or disasters. With that, do I have a motion to approve and sign the resolution and agreement to participate in the Alabama Interlocal Mutual Aid Agreement for the Emergency Management Agency?
I make that motion.
We have a motion, have a second? We have a second. Any questions, discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next item we discussed in our last work session is a motion to approve and sign a resolution encouraging the Alabama legislature to oppose any legislative changes that would disrupt the SSUT program's operations or call the program's constitutionality into question. Just a couple of points of the resolution. Under the Alabama Simplified Seller User Tax Remittance Act was enacted in 2015, establishing a process by which the state of Alabama collects use taxes from eligible sellers on behalf of Alabama consumers. And it is resolved by the Jackson County Commission that the County Commission fully supports the current SSUT program as an efficient, constitutional, and operationally effective process for collecting use taxes due on behalf of Alabama consumers who utilize eligible sellers for distribution of taxable products in Alabama. And the Jackson County, it be resolved by the Jackson County Commission that the County Commission strongly opposes any legislative effort to alter the SSUT program in a way that would disrupt its operations or call into question its constitutionality. With that, do I have a motion to approve and sign the resolution encouraging the Alabama legislature to oppose any legislative changes that would disrupt the SSUT program's operations or call the program's constitutionality into question?
Make a motion.
We have a motion, have a second. We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. We do have two motions regarding services that our Council on Aging provides to the residents of Jackson County. With that, let me ask Director Chair Coleman to come forward. These are resolutions that we adopt every year that covers the range of services that we provide. And so the first is the request for a motion to approve and sign a contract with Tarkov for the council. Comment?
The first contract is our annual contract that we sign with Tarcog every year. That allows us to receive the $129,000 to go into our budget to pay for the services that we provide. There's no changes in this contract from last year's contract. It still has all of our numbers and guidelines that we're supposed to follow. So by you guys approving this, it allows us to receive that funding for Tarcog to help us with our budget for council on aging.
This contract, the period of service is from October the first this year to
Yes.
30 September of 2020.
Sure.
Okay, with that, do I have a motion to approve and sign a contract with Tarkov for council on aging?
I'll make it.
We have a motion, have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any questions or discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Chad, the next is a request for a resolution and agreement with Jackson County Nutrition Program for the council of aging.
This is an agreement between the Council on Aging Nutrition Program and our transportation program for us to bring seniors to the senior centers and carrying them on their field trips and any other trips that they would like to go on. And it would also allow us to probably bring in roughly 20,000 in revenue for our budget. So that's what this agreement is for.
Okay, just a couple of points about this agreement. So certainly it is, we are the operator and designated as the public transportation operator for Jackson County. Again, this is a period of performance from October the 1st, 2025 to September the 30th, 2026. So with that, do we have a motion to approve and sign the resolution and agreement with Jackson County Nutrition Program for our council on aging?
I make that motion.
You have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any questions or discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a motion to award our annual bids for fiscal year 2026. We did have a discussion in our previous work session. In your packet is the bids list, recommended bids for acceptance. The bids were submitted on August the 11th of this year. And so with that, let me ask our county engineer, Jonathan Campbell, any comment?
Thank you, Chairman. Just one quick comment. Essentially, I would like to just make this for the record. So one of the vendors that we recommended, Geostabilization International, they were the only bidder for that item, advertisement, and that advertisement was geohazard mitigation and emergency response. In their bid, there are two items that are changes, an error and an omission. So the error was excavation. That item was bid at $37.50 per cubic yard. That's the correction. The original bid was $160 per cubic yard, so that is a significant reduction. And the other is an omission for mobilization, demobilization, and that is for excavation and grading. So as you look through that bid item, the multiple phases that they quote in their bid, that was an omission. So with the reduction in property excavation and with the addition of mobilization, demobilization, it's still our estimate that that is a reduction, potential reduction in overall cost of that contract. So we just want to state that for the record, and our recommendation does not change with that item. We still recommend the award of that item to that vendor.
Okay, any questions, comments? If not, do I have a motion to approve the fiscal year 2026 Jack bid for the annual bids for fiscal year 2026? We have a motion, have a second. Second. And a second, all in favor say aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Next item on the agenda, and I think we do have a couple of new drafts to show, is approval of the fiscal year 2026 Jackson County budget. Lawrence, do you have the view graphs to put in?
General fund or total budget?
Total budget first. So this view graph reflects the fiscal year 2026 total budget for Jackson County. Before we start, I would like to just a few comments. We started our budget hearings in June. We had approximately 4 separate budget hearing sessions. So I want to thank our department heads, our commissioner, our county administrator, and a large number of folks that participated in the work to put this budget together. So there was a lot of hard work on everybody's part, and that is greatly appreciated. This budget, fully funds all of the Jackson County departments and their services that they provide to the residents of Jackson County. The total budget revenue projection for 2026 is $32,789,049. And the expenditure budget projected for 2026 is $32,222,174. And that provides a margin of $566,875. You see from the budget chart that is here, this budget includes revenue for the general fund, our jail, public works, our solid waste department, our council of aging, our county part, our emergency management agency, and other budget areas that we support. And the expenditure budget reflects the share of that budget that applies to those departments. In our general fund budget, the budget revenue projection is $12,457,771, and the expenditure budget is projected at $12,102,503, and that provides a margin of $355,268. Within that budget, particularly the expenditure budget, that funds our jail, our probate office, our revenue commission office, our sheriff's office, our council of aging, the commission office, and funds with EMA as well, and other services that we provide, such as county park and others. One of the activities that are reflected in this year's budget, the commission as in prior years, will be some transfer from our Fund 112 account to our Fund 111 account. This year, that transfer is $1,185,520, and that will help our public works departments to continue the work that they're doing on our county roads. Also, in this year's budget, we will budget an additional $58,000 under appropriations account for the sheriff's office to assist in the growing expense of vehicle maintenance and the uniforms that we will provide also to our county school resource officers. We, as we see our increasing population in our jail, and also some of the mental case issues that we have, this year we will add with this budget funding for our Southern Health Partners contract that provides health services to our jail, so that we can add an additional nurse to support the jail health operations. We will, in this budget, an additional $18,000 for our emergency management office, and that is because this is a year that we are required to develop and submit and approve an additional new emergency management plan. And so this funding will allow to get support services for the development of that plan. And that plan will be brought before the commission for approval. Also in this budget this year, we will provide a 5% cost of living allowance pay raise for our county employees. elected officials, administrator, and foreman. Additionally, with the movement that this year to our administrative services to the new courthouse county annex, to make sure that we properly service that building, we will add a custodian to our maintenance department, and we will add a full-time maintenance apprentice to our maintenance department. Additionally, we will establish the position right now is titled receptionist for to receive people as they come into the courthouse county annex and help to get them to the appropriate area for the services that they're requesting. For our jail, we will add in this budget an additional corrections deputy that will work with our jail. Our solid waste department has have increased commercial business, so we will add a driver to our solid waste budget. And we will also this year with this budget add a license inspector. We're seeing an increasing need for a license inspector, particularly for things like tobacco tax stamps and other things in the county. And we will reclassify or promote several employees due to increased civil responsibilities that they will have. With this budget, we will also, it was necessary to cover the increased cost of health insurance for our employees. Health insurance this year increased by 4.75%. And we also had an increased requirement to help cover the our contribution to our employees' retirement account. And so those items have been considered and approved for to put forward to the commissioners for consideration. Again, overall budget revenue projection $32,789,049 with an expenditure of $32,222,174 and a general fund budget of $12,475,771 with an expenditure budget of $12,102,503. These budgets were put together as always by us, trying to under project revenue and over project expenditures so that we take a conservative approach to our budgeting for Jackson County. So with that, let me open the floor for any questions or comments. If not, do I have a motion to approve the fiscal year 2026 Jackson County budget?
Make a motion.
Have a motion, have a second? Have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next item we have on the agenda, we have several board positions that are open for appointment. First is with the Department of Human Resources. That board has one position, and requirement to fill an unexpired term. That unexpired term will expire in September the 30th, 2028. We have two applicants for this position, Mr. Kelly Jones and Ms. Cheryl Long. Mr. Jones is a lifelong resident of Jackson County. Is a graduate of North Jackson High School and a 2004 graduate of Northeast Alabama Community College. He graduated from the University of South Alabama with a doctorate in nursing practice degree in 2020. Also, he has been working as a licensed practical nurse for long-term care. In 2007, he transitioned over to an acute care facility after receiving an associate degree in nursing. Currently, he is a nursing instructor at North Alabama Community College. He has been in this position for 7 years, and during that time, he's been the level 1 nursing coordinator. He has since stepped out of that position, but he continues to assist the current coordinator. And also, he continues to he initiated the nursing apprenticeship program at North Alabama Community College, and he continues to be the apprenticeship coordinator. I will make a note that Mr. Jones is also applying. He is a current member of the Jackson County Healthcare Authority Board, and he is requesting to be reappointed to that position. Cheryl Brown, address 1081 County Road 396, Dutton, Alabama. Has expressed a heavy interest in joining the board of directors for the Department of Human Resources. She has a strong commitment to child welfare and a background in community advocacy and leadership as the former executive director of the Jackson County Children's Advocacy Center and 12 years working with the Jackson County Department of Human Resources. She is actively involved in promoting child and family well-being through social work and nonprofit service and community engagement. So those are the two applicants that we have for position with the Department of Human Resources Board. With that, do I have a motion for a nomination to appoint one member to fill the unexpired term on the Department of Human Resources Board?
I make a motion that that I nominate Kelly Jones for that spot.
We have a motion to nominate Kelly Jones. We have a second.
Second.
We do have a second. With that, roll call vote.
Commissioner Gully,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennemer,
Yes.
Commissioner Buckner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBride.
Yes.
So Cheryl Long wanted to fill the unexpired term for the Department of Human Resources.
Kelly Jones.
I'm sorry. That's okay. I'm sorry.
Kelly Jones.
Kelly Jones.
Yep, the first one too.
Okay, I apologize. Quickly read that long. All right. So we'll move to the next set of nominations. So next is we have three terms that are expiring September the 30th, this year with our Jackson County Healthcare Authority Board. We have 6 applicants. Billy Jones, Nancy Hodges, Thomas Cash, Teresa Cobbler, Jennifer Sanders, David Everson. I have read the qualifications for Mr. Jones, and he has been appointed to the other board. Nancy Hodges. Nancy Hodges is currently a member of the Healthcare Authority Board. She has also been appointed to the Highlands Hospital Advisory Board. She is requesting to be reappointed to the Healthcare Authority. She can continue working with, she would love to continue working with the chairman of the authority board and the members to help make the county healthcare system even better. And she served as a registered nurse and worked at Highlands Hospital for 34 years. And during time, the board, she has seen many good changes that have come for the citizens of our county and the employees of the hospital. Next applicant is Jane Thomas Cash from Scottsboro, Alabama. She has a significant resume that she has attached. Has significant experience as a healthcare provider. at both the local, state, national, and international level, and a strong background in medical public health. Her interest in environmental exposure and health effects has led to the funding of two very large research grants. She was the project manager for these grants and have delved into exposure to DET and incidence of breast cancer and exposure to PCB and health effects. She has extensive experience in all aspects of management and training for medical and public and mental health. Dr. Cash facilitated, piloted the disease containment plan for the Marine Corps headquarters at Camp Lejeune and at Miramar, following it through the adoption by the Marine Corps. Dr. Cash is a former administrator, manager, and leader in growing, changing healthcare organizations. And Dr. Cash's success in organizational effectiveness, increased personnel, staff satisfaction, retention, and academic and clinical health facility exchange in Merida, Mexico, and Honduras. And you will see that she has included her experiences in the healthcare field as part of her application. Next applicant is Lisa Cobler. Expresses interest in becoming a member of the Healthcare Authority Board. Has spent most of life in the healthcare field. Healthcare care began in 2006 at Therapy Unlimited, an outpatient physical therapy facility in Scottsboro. Now the Highlands Medical Center's outpatient rehabilitation department, where she is still employed. Responsibilities include insurance authorizations, monthly reports, payroll, medical records, and day-to-day operations of the department, and visiting local doctors weekly and troubleshooting problems. Currently a board member with the Highlands Foundation and the Community Engagement Committee under the advisory board. Next applicant is Jennifer Sanders. Jennifer Sanders lives in Paint Rock, Alabama. Has over 20 years of medical experience with various medical specialties and began medical career in 2004 as a medical assistant at the Orthopedic Center in Huntsville and Scottsboro. Completed a bachelor's degree in nursing in 2010, followed by a master's degree in nursing in 2013. Worked at Huntsville Hospital as an operating room nurse in 2010 until received a master's degree in 2013. I served as a dedicated family nurse practitioner in Northeast Alabama Health Services, Highlands Medical Center, and currently at the Veterans Health Administration. Accumulated over 11 years of experience in primary health care, with 5 of those years in healthcare management. Medical background includes family medicine, women's health, orthopedic, surgical practice, operating room management, management care, and quality and risk management. That is the application for Jennifer Sanders. Next applicant is David Pedersen, PhD, who has expressed interest in serving as a member of the Healthcare Authority Board. He has a resume that is attached to the request for consideration that provides certifications and education and experience as an audiologist, a teacher, a volunteer worker, and also is retired from the military and has extensive experience in the military as an audiologist. And he lists several jobs to include Madison Army Medical Center in Tacoma, Washington, Guthrie Ambulatory Health Clinic at Fort Drum, New York, Wilford Hall Medical Center in Lackland Air Force Base in Texas, and Keesler Medical Center at Keesler Air Force Base in Mississippi. Those are the applicants that we have. We have 3 positions to fill. So with that, do I have a motion to nominate and appoint 1 board member to the Jackson County Healthcare Authority Board?
I'd like to nominate Jennifer Sanders.
We have a motion to nominate Jennifer Sanders. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. With that, roll call vote for Jennifer Sanders.
Commissioner Gully,
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron,
Yes.
Commissioner Buckner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBride.
Yes.
Jennifer Sanders will be appointed as a member of the Jackson County Healthcare Authority Board with the term expiring September 30th, 2025. Do I have a motion to nominate and appoint a second board member to the Jackson County Healthcare Authority Board?
Nominate Nancy Hodges for reappointment.
We have a motion to nominate Nancy Hodges. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
We have a second. With that, a roll call vote.
Commissioner Gully,
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron.
Yes.
Commissioner Buckner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBride.
Yeah.
Unanimous vote for Nancy Hodges, so she will be appointed as a board member to the Jackson County Healthcare Authority Board. And do I have a motion to nominate and appoint a third member to the Jackson County Healthcare Authority Board?
I'll nominate someone, Jan Thomas Cash.
We have a motion to nominate Jan Thomas Cash. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
I have a second, roll call vote.
Commissioner Gully,
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron,
Yes.
Commissioner Buckner,
Yes.
Commissioner McBride.
Yes.
Unanimous vote, so Ms. Cash will be appointed as the third board member for the Jackson County Board. I'd like to say thanks to everybody. We have some great applications in both of the board areas that we've heard tonight. And so it's great to see people with these kinds of qualifications that are willing to step up and serve our town.
Mr. Chairman, point of clarification. These terms are not expiring September 30th, correct? They'll take that. Start September 30th.
Place.
These are 6-year terms, and so it should be September 30th, 2031.
Yes.
Thank you for letting us know. Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's short.
A week. Well, thank you very much. Okay, with that, that's item in our new business portion. We will move to the work session. We have 2 areas of discussion. First, I'm sorry. No, here's work session. With that, we will get an update on our county roads. And I'd like to turn it over to our county engineer, Mr. Campbell. But as he comes forward, I want to say some thank yous and make an announcement tonight. Jackson County has been provided a grant by the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Federal Highway Administration. With the federal share being $15,997,284, with our share of matching funds being $3,999,321 for not repurposing, but doing some significant work on a number of Jackson County roads that we made an application for. There's a lot of work done, and I want to say thank you to our county engineer, Mr. Campbell, and our assistant county engineer, Mr. Major. They did the work to put this together. This has taken us about 1.5 years to get this done. So with that, let me turn it over to our county engineer.
Thank you, Chairman, Commissioners. Thank you for the kind words. So as the chairman mentioned, we did finally execute the agreement that has gone on a long time. And I know we had received word and seen word and have held hope. And that last week was the final execution of that. So we are excited to inform you about this project that you have seen a lot about, made decisions in, had involvement with, helped shape, and it does firmly come through that it will happen. So just as a quick reminder, there are 9 roadway segments that will see this work. And the scope of the work includes clearing and grubbing within the right of way to enhance the clear zones and make that an obstruction-free clear zone. That would include extending culverts and drainage structures to allow the expansion of the roadway, which will primarily be a 2-foot shoulder widening. So widening of the roadway and that recoverable areas is what's slated for this. And then once that work is complete, the roadway in its entirety will be overlaid. So that overlay even has a safety feature of a sloped pavement edge. And that aids in vehicle recovery with run off the road type incidents. Retroreflective striping of pavement markers, rumble strips on the edge and center line were applicable. So the roadway sections slated to see work: County Road 11, County Road 6, County Road 37, County Road 38, County Road 88, County Road 89, County Road 92, County Road 43, and finally County Road 17. So not all of the roadways or all of the sections of those roads, but there are certain selections, certain sections of those that deemed critical. And that evaluation was made and developed basically from a high injury network that held a lot of evaluation criteria. So as you most likely recall from the revealing of the data and the formulation of the plan as it's gone along, the evaluation criteria included crash rates, socioeconomics of the areas that these roadway sections serve, AADT or traffic volumes, access density, roadway width, and lastly, public engagement. So the public had an opportunity to weigh in on the segments that they felt were important and the things that they witness and see in their communities. So that all was encapsulated with the help of our consultant. They did fantastic work, and leadership committee. So I'm telling you things you already know because you're members of that leadership committee, but it also took involvement from solid waste, our sheriff's department, our COA drivers. So it was a multitude of roadway users and stakeholders that were able to provide input, as well as ALDOT. So ALDOT was there as well. So I need to thank a lot of folks, obviously, for something this large. It's definitely not just the folks at Public Works that make this happen. You guys listen to some of our ideas and you support us and you go along with things. And if it weren't for your support on this, it would have never taken off and never happened. So all of those things, from the leadership committee to obligating funding and helping us with that, we certainly appreciate. 2.5 years ago, this all started essentially with an application for a safety action plan. We had seen the writing on the wall about potential funding and the way to get it was through safety improvements. And so 2.5 years ago, Garen Manchin basically single-handedly completed the application for a grant to start the safety action plan. So that was a really good idea, the performance of that. And that kicked off the steps, and the safety action plan was a critical component that went into our primary application for the implementation grant. So without that safety action plan, without the grant, we wouldn't have had a safety action plan. Without a safety action plan, we certainly wouldn't have received the implementation grant. So it was his actions 2.5 years ago that put this in motion. Matt Burgess and Laurel Beth Yates, you guys met them in one of the meetings. They did fantastic work. And we're just grateful. And we look forward to the improvements that we can make on the road. The overall end goal is to save lives. And so we all see those things out there. We know the improvements that need to be made. But as you can see from the dollar amount of this grant, it's very expensive to make those things happen. So this grant gets us one step further in making that happen. So we're delighted and we're happy and we're appreciative. So thank you.
Let me open for comments and questions.
Just want to say thank you, Jonathan, for all the hard work. And I know you mentioned a lot of other people, and
And certainly a substantial amount of money, and I know we get a lot done with that. Just happy that we can move forward with it.
Combination of people working here. Absolutely.
To me, the most exciting thing is these are projects that we might get to do one or two over a 4-year period, but because of the grant, because of the work that went into that, thank you, because that allows all of this to happen. And the most exciting part is that as grant recipients, we're getting a 4-to-1 return on our money, which is a good investment every time. So thank you for that.
The only comment I'll add is this is one of the benefits of Rebuild Alabama. And we're able to leverage the funding we get out of Rebuild Alabama. We get a $16 million additional amount of money through a grant to help our county roads. And so really appreciate that. So with that, let me move to just a quick update, if you would, on where we are with this year's road.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, our primary focus has been the local road list, and it was made clear to us that in order to reveal these lists. And we announced that program is for that year, that we want to do our very best to complete it in that year. And so just to give you a little status update on where that stands, we've had one round of resurfacing, and I'm talking local road chip seal resurfacing. So that's what I mean, on the first round that was done. The second round, we are very close in almost all of the remaining roads. So County Road 133, County Road 326, County Road 322 are or will be prepped in the very near date and will be ready for resurfacing. So just kind of as that stands, if you saw the emergency road closure or road closure announcement, not necessarily emergency, that's for the work that's taking place on 326 this week. So there are two major sections of drainage structure work that's planned. There's still stocking to do as far as stockpiling material after that work. And then we have a rework schedule. So as it stands, the first full week in October is the date we have planned to pave the remaining roads I just mentioned. So this week will really be the tail of the tape on how that work goes to hold that schedule. So my purpose of mentioning all that is one, to update you, but two is to ask for permission for something. That would leave one remaining road, County Road 103, near the county line, near Girdley. It's very short. It's residential. The houses are very close to the road. A portion, as it exists today, is hot mix. So what we have presented to you and you have approved is for that to be resurfaced with chip seal. So I'm hesitant, given the schedule that I just announced, to go in there and rip that road up for those folks, with the danger that it may go over the course of the winter months, and given those conditions that could occur. So we have looked at the numbers and the estimates, and we think we can place hot mix on that short section of road for about the same amount of money. So our estimates work out to where we could pave it, and we wouldn't have to disturb that road right now. So I would really ask that you consider allowing us to make that change so that we can hold our schedule, and we want to complete this list before this year's over.
So with your proposal, you feel that you'd be able to get all 4 of these roads done this year?
We believe so.
Any other questions?
Real in my district, I'm happy they're moving on.
With 103, is that something that we would need to set the rules aside and vote on now, or?
Well, I mean, I guess that's probably a question for you guys. You've approved us to resurface the road, and you've approved the dollar amount. I was really just informing and asking for if there's any opposition, I guess, for us to make that change in materials.
Through the road to be resurfaced. Okay. I'll do. All right, any other questions for Jonathan? Jonathan, thanks for everything.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Next item on the agenda is In your package, you do have a proposal from Laurel Engineering. It is for work, to provide construction material testing services for the parking lot at the Liberty Lane building that will be the Jackson County Courthouse. That work is already ongoing, and the work that is being done by Rain's company is already doing a lot of the work, and it has been supported by Laurel. But we do need to establish a contract with them for the work that they're doing. The services that they will provide are engineering services. It will be the work to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to make sure we have a stable foundation for that employee parking lot. And so they are working with the contractor to make sure that they understand the depth that they're going to actually do material from, and how they will have to replace that and what they will replace it with. Also, they will be working on the paving portion of that parking lot, as well as the repaving of the current parking lot that is there. And then they will be doing the analysis, the geoanalysis in support of this work that they're doing. In your package, you see that they have a proposal for $14,000 over the next couple of months to support this operation of the employee parking lot at the Jackson County Courthouse Annex. And they do have a list of activities that for this funding. Total estimated budget is $14,940. So let me open for any question.
I guess the only question I would have is this something that our engineering staff at Public Works could do in lieu of contracting it out?
Don?
Yeah, I'm sorry, can you give me a little more information about the issue?
This is doing all the geo work and in engineering support in the parking lot that we have. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
we can take a look at what's going on and make a recommendation to you or advise you further, but we would really need to see what all's involved.
Okay. We're in the middle, I'm just gonna make a comment. We're in the middle of this, and we're already working this parking lot extensively. So if we don't keep this going, I think we're gonna shut down operations for 3 or 4 weeks.
As far as geotechnical testing capabilities, we don't have any resources for that, so that's something we would rely on others for as well. We'd be happy to take a look at it from a construction standpoint, if there's any information we can provide, but if it's geotechnical testing, that would be out of our realm of what.
Yeah, for the proctor and all that.
Okay. Any other questions?
Mine is regarding timelines that you're looking at. If this work gets done, or the work does whatever, what are we looking at as a timeline at this work?
The estimate from Bernie's was 2 months to get it done. If you've been out there and haven't taken a look, they are well underway with clearing that area for the employee parking lot. They've already started the removal of dirt. The analysis they got, they needed to remove, particularly on the back end of the parking lot, about a depth of at least 3 feet. And they have done borings, and they believe that they can sort of raise that slope to not quite that much as they get. It's only about a third of the parking lot that's going to have this removed. But they are currently in process to do that. They're going to have to bring in a material to backfill with that. Right now, they think that's going to be chert. But that's where they are in the analysis.
Surely don't do anything to happen to progress on or slow things down, so.
I'm sorry.
I said, I surely don't want to do anything to slow down the progress on that.
We are still with that 60-day schedule for the parking lot. We believe we're on track to open the doors for business at the courthouse annex on the 5th of January of this coming year. So to keep progress going and them at work, I would request we set aside the rules and approve this contract. It is well beyond any requirement for bids, but we do need to have permission approval. Do I have a motion to set aside the rules? Okay, no motion.
You're asking to set aside the rules so that we can vote on this?
Yes.
Because, yeah, I'll do that. I'll make a motion to set aside the rules to vote on.
Do we have a second?
I'll say.
So all in favor, say aye. Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve contract with Laurel Engineering for construction field testing services for the Liberty Lane Administrative Building parking?
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion, have a second.
Yeah, I'll second that.
We have a second, all in favor, say aye. Carries. Thank you. That's the last item that we have for our meeting in our work session. We'll now move for reports from the Scottsboro County Administrator.
I just want to thank the commission for approving the budget and all the hard work from the department heads that went into getting that prepared.
County Engineer, anything else?
I would like to say, I'm very proud of all our employees in Public Works. I named a few this afternoon, but they all do amazing things, and what they do makes me extremely proud. And I know it makes you extremely proud too. And it's times like this in the budget that you show that. So that cost of living allowance, it will help each and every one of them. And from all of us, thank you very much for that and all the other work.
County Attorney?
I don't have anything, thank you.
I'll just echo his thoughts. Thank you guys for considering our employees, and I know you do. It's the most important thing here is our employees, and thank y'all for supporting them. And Mr. Hamrick, you get a lot of credit for all this. I know all those numbers went into this stuff because I saw them, and you do a great job. Thank you.
Judge?
Same thing, Mr. Chairman. I certainly echo that our employees are very grateful. I'm very grateful for what you've done for the folks that work here. Thank every one of y'all for doing that. I know that it's a collective and you guys put a lot of thought into this, so thank you very much.
Thanks, Judge. Doug, you got anything?
Not a thing.
No. And with that, we'll move to comments from the commission, District 4, Commissioner McBride.
As always, I'd like to say thank you to all of our employees for their hard work. I want to especially thank Mr. Porter. I don't think anybody's ever said how eloquent, how great his prayers are at the beginning of each meeting. But your prayer today certainly was on point, and I really appreciate it. You know, we take for granted that we have the freedoms that we have to express ourselves. And I just pray, my prayer is that people are not persecuted for their beliefs. I think that's important that we all are able to speak our minds and still walk away civilly. But just thank you for your prayer.
Thank you. Commissioner Butler?
Yes, I want to echo everything Commissioner McBride said. Thank you to each of our employees, particularly everybody involved in the budget process. Matthew, thank you for leading that up. But that is a arduous process that the chairman and each of the department heads works through and looks at finding ways to not only generate money, but to be very efficient how we spend it. I'm very appreciative of that. So thank you everyone for that. And I'll defer the rest of my time.
Mr. King?
God elected, we have a hard time keeping employees. So I'm so glad we do this and hopefully keep the ones we do have and hopefully in the future add to.
Mr.
I'd just like to thank all the employees of the Public Works Department, these grants, it's just. We couldn't do these things without getting grants, for the roads, and it's so important for them to be proactive and going out for these grants and soliciting funds for that, because there's no way we could do those type of things without them. I'd like to thank all of our employees and all the work on the budget. I tell you, the chairman and the, county administrator and all the department heads and stuff, they really make it easy for us to come in on the tail end of this thing. They put in all the hard work for it, they make it look easy, but they're so good at it. So I just like to thank everybody for all the work that they do. Thank you.
Just echo everything everybody said, so I will not take any more time here. We will move into an executive session before the announcement. Our next meeting will be October the 14th, 2025. That's a Tuesday. It will be Tuesday due to the holiday that is on the 13th of October. Do you want to have a motion to go into executive session? Motion. Do you have a motion, have a second?
That's it.
Do you have a second, all in favor, say aye. Curious,